You may find yourself at a point of no return once you look down and you see a big gut and love handles kind of looking back at you. You may go on the internet trying to search for ways to get rid of it, but there could be a lot of confusion about what are the proper steps to kind of go through to get them off. Guys, in today's video, I'm be showing you guys the best, fastest, and easiest way to get rid of your gut and love handles. Stick around because I also included a 10-week program that includes your meal plan and the workout program so you guys can implement it and start to get results right away. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jonathan. I went from 250 to 177. I lost over 70 pounds through trial and error, and I make these videos to give you guys a realistic, effective strategies that work so you don't have to waste time doing things that don't. All right, so hopping right into it. If we want to burn any amount of belly fat, I don't care how big your gut is right now. If you want to get that down, if we want to get rid of love handles in the gut, one thing we have to understand about fat loss is that we cannot spot train or spot reduce any amount of fat on our body. Back when I was 250, I desperately searched on the internet trying to get rid of, any love handles because I hit that point too of I'm seeing man boobs and I'm seeing a big gut in my shirts and I just want them gone. So spamming crunches, doing like 30-minute ab workouts to, get rid of your gut workouts, those do not work. They do not work because you don't have context to everything. How we lose that gut and those love handles and all that extra fat on our body is by reducing the overall fat percentage that our body carries. And that's done in one way. It really comes to really three core foundations. Okay, and I'm gonna break that down right now. This is important to understand because it sets us up for success for the plan. Okay, so the core foundations are this. It comes down to calories, how much we consume in a day. We want to consume less than whatever our maintenance calories is at. And then it's going to be our macros, and macros are protein, fats, and carbs, or the macronutrients that you get from the food that you eat. And then lastly is going to be the activity. That's the stuff we do in and out of the gym. Activity is going to be last because the main building blocks are going to be our nutrition. Okay. I'm saying all that to say that we manipulate all those things. We manipulate all three of those things to create a calorie deficit. That is the only way to burn any amount of body fat, to get the stomach down or anything like that. Okay. So whether you are new to fat loss or you've been kind of doing this for a while, but just kind of hit a plateau and need to switch things up, this 10-week program that I came up with will definitely help you guys out. Okay. So before I hop into that, what I want to say is that it's going to check all the boxes that we kind of just talked about. And then I'm going to say this, we're going to do a verbal agreement right now. So if you are the viewer watching this, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. If you are just getting started with fat loss, or if you've been doing it for a while, or you fell off the bandwagon, today in this video, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. And I want you to follow this plan to the T. Just test it out. Just test it out for the 10 weeks and see what happens. Okay. I want you to follow this plan to the T. So this verbal contract is this: you, the viewer, will do everything lined out in this meal plan, fitness plan, whatever, for the next 10 weeks, and you will not deviate from it. Okay. You're going to follow this plan for the next 10 weeks and you're not going to deviate from it because it's going to set you up for success in your fat loss journey. In the beginning, you're getting everything that you need to crush your goals. Okay. So I'm going to hop right into the plan now. If you see me looking down on my phone, because that's where I have everything at, so just bear with me, right? So I like to start off with nutrition first. A lot of people want to know workout splits and what's the best workout split. Again, when I made this, I had this in mind. What is the best, the fastest, and the easiest way for somebody, even if they didn't know anything, even if they didn't want to track calories, what was the best way for them to approach fat loss and start to get small wins in the beginning? And this is what I came up with. Okay. Now the filter I use, I'm gonna get to the plan in a second. Just bear with me. The filter I use when I say something's the best, is it the correct way according to our human anatomy? This plan fits that box. When I say the fastest way, does the plan create a deep enough calorie deficit to activate fat loss? This checks that box. And when I say the easiest, can you take somebody who doesn't know much, have them do this plan, and could they get a result if they followed it? And a resounding yes for all those. Okay. So I'm gonna hop right into the food portion. And this is what we need to eat. Okay. Again, even if you don't want to track calories, this is still going to be good for you if you follow it to a T. So hopping right into it. Breakfast. This is what we're going to eat in the morning. If you don't eat breakfast, then whatever. But if you do eat breakfast, this is what you can have. You can do 2 regular eggs, 2 regular eggs with liquid egg whites. You can just pour some liquid egg whites in that pan and then stir it all up and then cook your eggs that way. I would not use excessive butter or olive oil or anything like that in the eggs. Just 2 regular eggs and then egg whites. If you're thinking right now, well, Jonathan, how much egg whites? Well, that is going to be determined based on you. You decide how much you want to do, but those who want to measure, 1.5 cups would be fine. Okay, for snacks, you want to do a protein shake. This is going to be later in the day. You do a protein shake, pre-made protein shake, 25 to 30 grams of protein, no more than 150 calories. You said, but Jonathan, would you say don't count calories? Yes, but you can look on the back of the label and see if it's over 150 or over 170. If it's over that, don't take it. If it's under, that's fine. Okay, in terms of what you're going to have with the protein shake, either like an apple or a banana or some beef jerky. Those are approved snacks, okay? When it comes time to lunch, okay, this is what you need to eat. 2 pieces of either catfish or chicken breast. I'm going to say it again. 2 pieces of either catfish or chicken breast, and then you're going to have broccoli with it. Do not cook that chicken breast or catfish in olive oil. Olive oil add excessive calories, excessive fat. We do not need it. Use cooking spray. Use cooking spray when you cook this. 2 chicken breasts, broccoli, okay? And then for that, you're also going to have water with it. Approved snack again. After that lunch, we're going to have protein shakes, 1 protein shake, and then possibly a banana or an apple with that. Okay, when it comes time to dinner, again, catfish or chicken breast, 2 pieces, not cooked in oil. We're also going to have broccoli or a red potato with that, all right? Now, if you guys are craving something sweet and need a sweet tooth, honey is the best sugar that does not, it's the best, non-artificial sugar. So honey is going to be your best friend. So take some honey, chop up some bananas, and drizzle honey on top of the bananas. Literally, it's super sweet. It's good, you know what I mean? And it kind of can solve some cravings for you, all right? So that's pretty much going to be the meal plan. We're going to be eating a lot of lean chicken and a lot of lean catfish, okay? Now, I understand, okay? Now, you follow this for 10 weeks, you're going to start to get results. I'm going to hop into the workout portion, but I understand human nature, okay? If you're sitting at over 25% body fat, this may be a difficult plan for you to follow because occasionally life comes up, we go to work, we do other things, okay? So if you're out and about, again, I thought of everything. If you were out and about, you work, for work or whatever, if you go out to eat, my approved restaurant, if you want to follow a fat loss plan, is Chipotle. This is what I want you to order from Chipotle. You are going to get either white or brown rice, okay? You are going to get double meat, whether it be chicken or steak. That's it. Chicken or steak, double meat, one of those two, and then corn on top of that. And that's going to be it. Or if you don't like the corn, just get the meat and the rice and then call it a day. For your drink, when you're at Chipotle, because a lot of you will order a drink, get Diet Coke. I don't want to hear in the comments how unhealthy Diet Coke is. I've been a big dude before. It's going to help satisfy cravings, okay? That is a cheat code. Diet Coke, and you get double meat and rice with your Chipotle bowl. All right, so done, right? You follow that for 10 weeks. Even if you go out to Chipotle occasionally, you eat that meal, you're good, okay? Now, jumping down to the activity portion, this is stuff that we're going to do in the gym. Now, again, I said this meal plan, workout plan, best, fastest, and easiest way to get rid of the gut and love handles. All right, we already talked about the food portion. Now we hop down to the gym and the activity. I mainly had in mind, throat getting dry. What I mainly had in mind was somebody who didn't know much about working out. So this is perfect. And if you are advanced, bear with me too, because you can still use some of these principles. Sometimes we have to go back to the basics to really, hit hypertrophy and, new muscle stimulations and stuff like that. Right. So with this workout plan, everything that I'm asking someone to do is going to be done with machines. Okay. And I'm going to explain why. The reason why I'm gearing towards machines, because it's a fixed path of motion. You don't have to worry about getting your form right or none of that other stuff. It's a fixed path of motion. It mirrors a compound movement. That's a free weight. It mirrors it, and you're still hitting the same muscle groups. All right. So without further yapping, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to go to the gym. It's Monday, right? We're going to go to the gym. Again, this is all with machines, so anybody watching me right now can do this. We're going to go to the gym. We're going to hit leg press, leg extensions. Okay, so leg press first, leg extensions. We're gonna do 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps for all these exercises. 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps for all these exercises, right? Monday, we're hitting leg press, leg extensions. Then after that, we're gonna do lat pull downs, still on the same day. Lat pull downs, then we're gonna do rows. We can do them with the dumbbell or you can do them with the cable, all right? But I said machine, so we're gonna do it with the cable. Bench press, every gym got a bench press. You can use a bench press at the gym or a Smith machine or a chest machine. And then we can do standing barbell press, or you can do the seated shoulder machine at your gym, okay? We'll finish off with core. For core, we're gonna do leg raises. And then after that, we are going to walk on an incline for 3.1 miles an hour. My preferred time for this is gonna be 40 plus minutes, okay? That's my preferred time for you guys. Do not skip this walk part, all right? It's super important. Don't skip the walk part because the walk is what's gonna like make all the difference in your physique and the extra calorie burn, right? Tuesday, we're gonna walk flat on the treadmill. Okay, we're gonna walk flat on the treadmill at 3.2 miles an hour, and we're gonna do that for 1 hour. You're gonna walk flat for 1 hour. Bring your phone, bring your headphones, listen to Netflix, jam out, and that's what you need to do for an hour. Okay, that's what we need to do for an hour. Just walk flat. Don't make excuses. Just get it done. It's super easy. You're already gonna be high enough protein from the diet. You crushed it Monday. Tuesday, we're chilling. All we're gonna do is walk. Okay, when it comes to Wednesday, we're switching it up. We're gonna do Romanian deadlifts. Now, you can do this with dumbbells. You can do this on a Smith machine. And then we're gonna do leg curls. We're hitting hamstrings and glutes, okay? After that, we're gonna do calf raises. Now, if you don't have a calf raise machine at your gym, what you can do is go on the leg press, crank the machine, the seated machine all the way back if it's a plated one, and then just kind of do your calves that way. After that, we're gonna work our glutes. So the hip abductor, yes, even you being a grown man, you're gonna work your glutes. It's important. After we do glutes, we are going to do pull-ups. After pull-ups, we're gonna do core. After core, we're gonna walk on an incline again, 3.1, incline on 10, 40 plus minutes, okay? If you can't do 10, lower the incline, no big deal, all right? Thursday, we're gonna walk flat. We're a repeated Tuesday. Thursday, we're gonna walk flat, 3.2, 1 hour. Friday, we're leg press, leg extensions, lat pull downs, rows, bench press, standing barbell press, core, and then we're gonna walk again on an incline. Again, don't skip that part. So pretty much Friday is just a repeat of Monday, okay? When it comes down to Saturday, it's up to you. I'm gonna leave this day up to y'all. You can either walk flat on Saturday and call it a day, or you can do a light RDL, leg curls, calf raises, hip abductor, pull-ups, however you feel, okay? So I'm leaving that day open. Sunday is, I call it recovery walk. We're just walking flat, okay? So you decide 2 days in a row if you want to walk flat, that's fine, because you may be sore from the previous days. If not, do the light exercise that I just talked about on Saturday, and then Sunday you do a light recovery walk, and then we start again fresh on Monday, all right? So why does this plan work? What's the big deal about this plan? It sounds pretty basic. Why does this work? That's why it works. It works because it is basic. It works because it mirrors compound movement. It works because it hits all the muscle groups that a compound movement would hit without you taking the risk of doing free weight and injuring yourself, then thus taking you out of the workout plan because you're being injured, okay? This sets you up for the longest consistency possible, because the best fat loss plan is one that you can stick to consistently, all right? Again, if you're out and about, what are you gonna eat? You're gonna eat at Chipotle. Throughout the normal week, we're having fish or chicken or broccoli with our meals, or maybe even a red potato, okay? Now, the thing is, how do you know when you're gonna start getting results, how soon are you gonna start getting results? I'll tell you like this. The reason why I'm almost, and I don't want to say guarantee, you got to be careful on the internet when you try to guarantee something. The reason why I'm saying this is going to get you results, you are eating nothing but lean meat. I think when I did the calculations, you're at like 197 grams of protein. Just with everything I talked about in the meal plan, you're at 197 grams of protein, okay? If you're still hungry in this meal plan, eat more broccoli. If you're still hungry, have one more chicken breast. But what I'm saying is that this meal plan is going to keep you satiated, which means it's going to keep you fuller longer. The protein is going to fill you up for muscle growth. The workout plan is hitting the full body, which is helping you burn more calories. Then on top of that, you're also going to be walking, which is a non-taxing activity on the body. I'm not going to have you do interval sprints, none of that goofiness, because what that stuff does is increase hunger cravings, and then you'll crush your workout, and then after that you go devour your pantry with Lay's potato chips and everything else. So it defeats the purpose. So there's no high intensity interval training in this thing at all. All right, I'm going off on a tangent, but this is why this thing is going to work. You have a full plan that's completely laid out. Now, check this out. I consume a lot of content on YouTube too. You guys probably know this dude. I'm influenced by his content. I'll say that, right? So Alex Hormozi had this quote. I was going through shorts, and it's so true. It's true in business, but it's true in life as well too. So I'm gonna end it with this quote. He said, "The hard part is not making the plan. We come into like success or whatever. The hard part is not making the plan. It's not doing the plan. It's sticking with the plan. Like you can beat out majority of people if you just show up every day, do the basics, and stick with the plan. All right. So knowing that, right? Knowing we got this plan now, let's stick to the plan. Let's continue on. And in 10 weeks, come back. If someone tells me this didn't work, I'll be hard pressed to tell you that's almost impossible if you follow this to the T. All right. Stay tuned for more content. I hope this helps you. This is the best, the fastest, and the easiest way to get rid of the gut and love handles. Notice you're not spamming a bunch of core exercises. You're not doing a lot of that goofy stuff. You're getting your food under control, and you are hitting a full body compound movements. All right. Stay tuned for more content.